at some news stories as well. Okay, before we start, if you could go down to like button, hit that like button just now, and that helps the channel, obviously. So if you could do that, it'd be fantastic. If you've not already subscribed, subscribe and use the notification bell as well. Hit that notification bell. So there's just a wee something going on with my phones there. Let's turn them off. And yes, what was I saying? Yeah, so subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Okay, so we are just live just now. Are we everything working okay? It's looking as if it's okay, so we're all good and up and running. So I'll just dive over to the chat area just now, see who's in. We've got Benton Taylor is in the house. If you're in watching this just now and you've not kind of mentioned yourself or just said hi, say hi in the chat area. It's good to have everybody that's kind of watching just to say hi. So even if you've never done it before, don't be shy, just say hi. That's a new catchphrase, don't be shy, just say hi. Benton Taylor is in the house. Tim Gash is in, James Bowen is in, Zardi Yaha is in, Richard Cooper, Ben Polgardi, Marcus Shafari, Alex Jug, Axel, Nick Smith, High Plains Drifter, Mervyn Skidmore, Mitch Dieter, King 1969, Larson, Donny Don Matthew, Mac Pollen, Ross Davidson, Mark Innes, Adam Forrest, Jambi K, G Slick, James Gibbons, one of our Brown admins is in, Narelle Crichton is in as well. So good to see you. A few new faces here as well. So if you're new here, give us a shout and just kind of say hi. Don't be shy, just say hi. XRP Bag Boy is in as well, another new face as well. So good to see you. Okay, so we'll go over the markets first of all. No much change in the markets, or not much change. So no much change. But in terms of overall market capitalization, we've got an overall market capitalization of coming up for 131 billion. I'll just refresh that. So slightly higher than yesterday, say 0.7% higher, I'd say, than yesterday. We've got Bitcoin dominance, 51.9%, kind of stable-ish as well. So who's kind of up in the markets just now? We have ABBC coin is up 30% in the markets just now. Decentraland up 30%. Theta, Cubitica, I've never heard of that. Cubitica, Veritasium, Odom, all in double-digit greens. So we have in the red, Safe, that was up huge yesterday, 53%. Engine Coin down 13%. Basic Attention, Ontology, Electronium down as well. So we have around about 15% in the red and 85% in the green. We'll look at the overall markets and just go to the volume of 10k and see what's happening overall. This will be a wee bit slow. Go to 24 hours and see who's up. So Electrum Dark with a volume of 16,000 is up 47 times, or 4,704%. So if you put $1 in, you'd have got $47 back this time yesterday. So that's only on volume of 16,000. So something to look at, certainly. Thorcoin is up 137% on 18,000 volume. Right, Space Chain on $2 million volume is up 86%. So these are always good to look at, just to catch the ones that are up and coming, or possible up and coming as well. And what we really want to do is look at the market capitalization on them as well. So what you can do is sort it by the volume. And this is over 10k volume. Sort it by the volume and then look for the market capitalization to be low. NEO is obviously one of the higher ones there as well. So we want some of the lower ones, the up and coming ones. There's Qtum there. Qtum's always a good one. It's a really good one for your future. Moscoin would be one of them. That's in the top volume and it's up 106% over 7 days. So this is kind of good to look at. 3 million BitZ token, 3 million, and it's got volume of 46 million. So that's obviously been traded. So that might be worth a look on a 3 million market cap. We'll just sort it by market cap. I like to look at the volume so we know there's some substance behind it as well. We'll go to the lowest market cap. Obviously that's question mark ones where it's not been recorded. So what one has got good volume and as well as a low market cap? There's one, the currency. We've seen this a couple of times now, the currency analytics. Up 7% on 808,000 volume. Okay, so it's always good to look at these as well, just as for looking for the outsiders as well. If you look at some of the market caps, only 44,000. Octon coin. This market capitalization of 67,000, but it's been traded. It got a volume of 1 million. It's not up that much actually. Micromines as well. It's not really doing that much either. Yeah, I think it's always good to look at these just to get some ideas. Ethereum as well, $100,000 volume. It's up 16% over 24 hours, 1% over the hour. And it's only got market cap of 195,000. So don't discount them altogether. Obviously they're more speculative, but don't discount them altogether. So that's the markets just now. We'll just go back to the chat. Mark Innes is in. Good morning, Steve, and your brilliant team. Thank you very much. And a brilliant team is in here as well. James Gibbons is in. Barbara Taylor's in with us as well. Good to see you. Jaraz is in. Rendo Holland. Good to see you. Scott Greenplate. Smash up the likes, folks. Yes, crush the likes. Stephen King, good morning to you. Donny Don Matthew. Steve, do you think that Theta is as good as a trading coin just now? With the airdrop of the fuel tokens coming up, some more upward movement on Theta. I think there is going to be some more upward movement on Theta. Just have a look at that just now. But it's near its all-time high just now, if you look at that there. So we're close to forming a big, huge cup there. So it's near its all-time high of 4,055. So if it breaks through 4,000, it looks as if it's going to go up more. But obviously there has to be a comeback down. 186% up just now. But a lot of things going on at Theta. So yeah. And remember yesterday I was talking about the recency effect. So back in November, so December time, Theta jumped up and went up to 3,700, about where it is at just now, actually, from where it was round about before this kind of jump up as well. So the recency effect that I've kind of spoken about before is if a coin or a project has jumped recently to a kind of a relatively high period, you can be pretty sure within the next couple of months it's going to probably jump to that price again. This is exactly what's happened with Theta token that we can see here. I don't know if there's a name for it, but I've just called it the recency effect. And I think that plays psychologically when you're trading as well. You think, well, if it got up to that price before, very recently, then it could get up to that price again. This is why people buy up to this price, and then you see it comes back down again. So this is what's happening with Theta just now. I don't know if we can find any more examples. RVN, nope. So there's a few examples we shared with you yesterday. We'll go to the tops and see what's at the top and try and get some more examples for. Oh, there was one there, I missed it. RDN, you can see here spiking all over the place, and that's recency effect. People think it could go back up again, and it has gone back up. Wabi has a one for the 18th of January, 5234. So it could get back up there again. So 5234 from here would be a 30% jump. So look out for that recency effect. It definitely is something to look out for. Storgy as well. Recency effect, I mean, that was really recently. But look at this one. On the 4th of February, it kind of jumped. It jumped up about 100%. Then again, on the 15th of February, jumped up 200%. And again, we could jump up here. Again, another 100% or something. I'm not saying it's gonna. I'm just saying just look out for these as well. I've got CVC, recency effect a couple of times there. One, that looks as if it's going to jump up, but not because of the recency effect. LRC is another one. Could jump up from here to a recent jump. So it could jump up 100% just from here. And we'll look at the macro picture. 100% from here is not that much. It only puts it there. So that would be a kind of resistance line here, almost, because of this kind of recency effect. 2901. And it could well happen. It could obviously there's been a retracement there from the jump up down to the 78.6 level on the fib retracement. So prime for a jump of maybe 50% or more, I'd say. Conservatively 50% or more. That's just conservatively. Who else is in? G-Slick, I feel sick in the stomach looking at Theta. Oof, is climbing hard, damn it, I used to own some. I know, this is the nightmare. I remember I had XVG for a long time and I sold it all. And I could have made at least $250,000 with the amount I had. I mean, I had a lot because I believed in it. Then I thought this is just taking way too long. Sold it. Then John McAfee came out, spoke about it, and it just jumped up. And I lost out $250,000 because I held so much of it. And I did believe in it for a long time as well. So the same might happen with other ones that I've lost as well. BAB could be a prime example as well. That just might rocket fuel up as well. And I've had kind of 31 million and sold 31 million of it. So something like that could happen again. So it is a sick feeling. I know what you mean. Christian 80 is in. Liam Hunt is in. Good morning to you. Doug Anton is in. Olo Bramblebur is in as well. Chris Noble, Gary Parmenter. ETC is starting to move. I do like ETC. I really do like ETC for a long-term hold. As not so much short-term, but I still like it short-term. But for a long-term hold, I'd like to accumulate this, and I've spoken about this in the past as well. So it's in 113,000 Satoshi just now. And it could, yeah, I think it's going to move from here. We're talking about is close to its all-time lows. All-time low was what, 96,000 Satoshi. So this is as close you're going to get to the all-time lows, I think, for Ethereum Classic, if you believe in it. Corey H, hello from California. Your thoughts on BAT? I do like BAT. What they're doing, obviously, it's kind of jumped up big time yesterday because of the S10 news, and came back down again. For long term, if we look at BAT just now, just have a wee look. This is what I like about some of these projects. If we look at the market capitalization and the potential of it, so market capitalization 196 million, still a wee bit high kind of for me, but nowhere near compared to what it has been. It has been near $1 billion for market capitalization, so 5 times where it is just now, or just under that. But I do like BAT for trading, or do you mean for the long term? I think for both actually. For trading, you definitely see a pattern here of BAT. So it looks as if it's going to go up some more as well. And that recency effect we were talking about, 10th of November, it kind of went up to 6,000. So another 50% from here is more than likely, I would say. I'm not talking within a week, I'm talking within a space of a couple of months. So yeah, definitely I like BAT as well. BAB now 0.6 or 6 Satoshi. Good. So it's gone up. So it was sitting at 4 or 5 Satoshi, now it's sitting at 6 Satoshi. So people buying in to it, which is good. Andres is in the house. Good morning to you. Do you think Encash is worth to keep holding? Yeah, I've got some Encash as well, and I think they're eventually going to go up. Yeah, because it's kind of broke that resistance or support, long-term support. It broke that. Round about 45, it's been down to 44. I don't know because it broke that long-term support, and just because it's at its all-time low doesn't mean it can't go any lower. So it's not looking good on it, certainly on from a TA point of view. And we're only going up 40. We're only going up 1 Satoshi for it to make a difference on the hourly chart. So it's not. There's no point at all in looking at the hourly chart for this. So according to the TA and looking at the charts, you'd say this might even go lower. Is it worth holding on to? It depends on how much you're going to potentially lose out. If it goes much lower, I don't know. Honestly, is the answer. I'm trying to decide myself whether to kind of keep it for this doubling up on Binance strategy as well. A difficult one. Zardy, how does Ethereum look? Ethereum's coming out obviously with this hard fork, so I think it's going to be up and down for Ethereum for a bit. Yeah, down just now. This is on the 4 hour, down with the kind of BT drop, and then kind of back up again, but it's not climbed that much. It's only went up about 3% from where it dropped. Okay. And we'll just look at the Ethereum USD value using Bitfinex. Got $142, was up to 170. Do you think it's going to go back up? Yes, I do. I do think this is going to go back up for Ethereum. Just see if there's any obvious patterns here as well. We kind of broke previous resistance there. We broke that already. So it looks like we could do that again and go past $166. And next would be around the $200 level, round about here, 194, 195. So yeah, it does look good for me. Longer term, I wouldn't say it's going to do it within a week or something, but could possibly well do it. Antonio Medusa is in. Gordy Boy Scotland is in. Good morning to you. Just watched Crypto Lark with Roger Ver. The lark looked very uncomfortable, especially with Bitcoin.com logos plastered all over the screen. Need to watch that. I like Crypto Lark. He's good. Imran Chowdhury, Tip One Chain getting ready to lift off to all-time highs. They have partnered with Telefonica, one of the biggest telcos in the world, showing cross-chain token purchasing from mobile. So WAN. I'm talking about WAN, chain Bitcoin. So let's start to move. Crossed over on 4 hourly. Daily it's looking to cross over as well. Near its all-time low, so it could be a good time to get in. If they've just signed a deal, they've partnered, could be a brilliant time to get in, so good shout out Imran. Looking at the charts certainly. Encash is promising, but needs a few years. Yeah, I don't know where it's going just now. A lot of the low Satoshi value tokens just now on Binance are not doing that well, but I do think their time's going to come again. So I'm holding on to that. David Schwartz, hello everyone. Remember to crush the like button and support the channel. Thank you very much for that, David. Really appreciate it. Imran, sad to see, but Encash will fade away. There really isn't fundamental to move this project forward. Thanks for your input there, Imran. Mervyn Skidmore, Ada. Cardano, I'm always bullish on Cardano. Doesn't matter what the price is, but we'll take a look at it. Yeah, on the daily chart, we're just the 78 EMA is just crossing down over the 50 EMA, or looking to cross down. I just think it'll bounce from here and go back up. So I'll just accumulate. If you're looking for a long-term one, I'll just accumulate Cardano all day, every day, to be honest. So yeah, still bullish on Cardano. How are you feeling about the fun fair, Steve? I think it's due a big pump soon, but that's just my 2 sats worth. We'll have a look at fun. I think it's under 100 Satoshi just now, so it would be a brilliant time to get in fun fair. Yeah, it's 99 Satoshi. So near its all-time low as well. We've got 95. The only thing is it's broke its long-term support. You can see here we had a long-term support going back to December, going back to really November. It kind of broke that and went down. So we have to kind of look at from a recent point of view. 4 hourly, still not crossed back over. And so we might wait on that crossing over, but it might be a really good time to get in fun fair as well. Chris Chan, 80 fundamentals are great. Also, the market in India is booming. Nucleus Vision also planted some seeds in Korea, so development is good. Imran, go to the website. There's a report with all the results. Needs time to succeed. James Gibbons, hope everyone has a great day ahead. Let's share our CYT positivism. Steve, can you have a wee look at Cosmo coin and let me know what you think? I've taken a large position. So James actually mentioned this yesterday. Cosmo coin, or yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? Jim, I can't remember. It looks promising. I think it was up about 50% at the time yesterday. Yeah, 15 million market capitalization. It's up to 604. We'll have a look at long term on this as well. I was looking at BAB, and this is on CoinTrader.pro. So look at Cosmo coin long term just to see where it's been, and we'll look at it on the daily. So it has been as high as 823 Satoshi. You can see it's had a big jump up since the 26th of January. It was 238. It's kind of jumped up around 150%. But if we look at the kind of fundamentals there, we've got market capitalization of 15 million, current supply of 670 million, total supply of 923 million, volume 778,000, which is good. And it tells you a bit about Cosmo coin here as well. It's a cryptocurrency token, operates on the Ethereum platform. Cosmo coin has a current supply, blah blah blah, and the last known price, blah blah blah. Don't really know what that doesn't really tell us what it's about, but I did have a look at it. And this is the website for Cosmo coin, Cosmo chain, Cosmo coin it comes under. About connecting customers and companies through a mutual beneficial beauty ecosystem. It's a beauty ecosystem. Sharing reward ecosystem. Learn more about Cosmo chain. Team. This is what interests me. So I remember last year I was looking at a company in Korea, I think it was, called Hashed. And I really liked what they were saying, what they were talking about and stuff like that as well. And these Hash are actually investing in Cosmo chain as well. There's a few investors in here as well. This is what I like. When you get outside, the people who normally invest in startups or are investing in startup like companies are investing in companies like this in the kind of blockchain industry. I think this is a good thing, and they're treating it like more like a business. And this is a good thing to see. We've got partners there, Icon, Influence, Icon and GroundX as well. So yeah, it could be good. James, I wish you luck with it. I've not invested myself, but I did look at it when you were kind of talking about it, when you kind of shared the video as well. So it could be a good one. So check that out, everybody, as well. Speaking of that, why not get verified so we can tip you? So why not get verified so we can tip you? I've been verified. Actually, I've been verified for a long time for that, so I need to kind of get all the details up and running. You get links and stuff like that as well. And this is for the Brave browser. I get paid for the Brave browser, stuff like that, and I've been verified for that as well. So I need to kind of look into that and just kind of do the tipping and stuff like that as well, because it is a good system. It's a great system they've got. And just like I still love Digibyte the best. I've not really looked at that again. Because it's off Binance just now, but I know a lot of people are loving kind of Digibyte as well. Okay, so I'm going to go to the news just now. Okay, this is the kind of headline I was looking at. SBI CEO wants every bank in Japan using Ripple's XRP, not Ripple the company or one of the products, but XRP by 2025. So, fresh from being listed on Coinbase Pro, Ripple's XRP token now bears further good news as SBI, a backer of Ripple, plans to have several banks in Japan use the token by the 2025 Osaka Expo. So, SBI Holdings President and Representative Director Yoshitake Kiteo, I don't know how to pronounce that and I do apologise, you'll probably not be watching anyway, I'm sure, mentioned earlier this month that SBI VC trade will go live in March, which is good. There's a big time, a big date for XRP, which means that verified members will be able to purchase the XRP token among other tokens with the Japanese yen. That's not a big deal in and of itself, but as the order books go live, the Japanese market will have some additional liquidity that will allow for large volumes of cross-border transactions by this group of banks. This is a big thing for me. It's not the fact that you're going to be able to buy it XRP with JPY or the Japanese yen, but it's the fact that they're going to have large volumes for cross-border transactions as well. This is a big deal. Another big deal, and a lot of people are kind of they're not, I don't know why they hate on Ripple or XRP as well. Ripple the company going to do good, but XRP the token is good. This is one of the use case scenarios for it. This guy from SBI as well, if he wants every bank in Japan to use this as well, I just think, why is this not good news for XRP? So this is obviously under XRapid. So in an interview with Japanese publication CoinPost, Kateo said of XRP's prospects and utility, the use of XRapid using XRP is getting widespread, and the number of companies participating in Ripple nets is increasing substantially. Therefore, in such a meaning, it seems that the use of Ripple's technology will gradually become used in the form of using XRP in the international money transfer field. Virtual currency is tough unless there is real demand, but we believe firm real demand will come out from now on. Obviously, it's some of that's lost in translation as well. But XRP, not Ripple, XRP, the token, the use case for the token as well, is actually being used with the XRapid. This is what we have to remember. So a lot of people are saying that there's nothing changed about Ripple or XRP. There's been a lot changed with Ripple and XRP as well. Fundamentally, there's been a big shift. So I think that's brilliant news for kind of XRP, and March is going to be a good time for them as well. Obviously, with the Nasdaq coming out as well, we spoke yesterday about the Nasdaq going to be releasing an index for Ripple as well, or XRP, we called RLX. So we've seen BTC going live yesterday and Ethereum going live, the indexes on Nasdaq as well. They're going to have a Ripple one as well. A lot happening in XRP. If you don't, I know a lot of people just don't like it, and I'm going, why do you not like it? It's weird that you can't see the potential of it. But I was the same as well. I was the same in the past. So it's gone down. It obviously did jump up to 8,000, about 8,800, and came back down again. Starting to come back up, but it did go down to 8,180. It's at 8,294 just now. I'm just accumulating. For me, it's just like brilliant. If you don't like it and you're kind of selling it all the time, excellent. I'll just keep buying up XRP at these kind of prices. So that's XRP. I thought that was good news. Bahrain becomes first Arab nation to comprehensively regulate Bitcoin. So a couple of months ago, we kind of spoke about this as well. They were talking, they had its draft regulations for cryptocurrency, but now the Arab nation has now completed its finalised version of the same, and it hasn't noted much change in its positive disposition. So according to a post on the Central Bank of Bahrain's website, the country is now a safe place to do business crypto assets. Khalid Hamid, the Director of Banking Supervision, says the CBB's introduction of the rules relating to crypto assets is in line with its goal to develop a comprehensive rules for the fintech ecosystem supporting Bahrain's position as a leading financial hub in the MENA region. That's what we're talking about here. So they've come out and been the first, or is saying they're the first Arab nation to comprehensively regulate Bitcoin. So this is what we're kind of looking for all over the world, to be honest. Comprehensive, not prohibitive, but comprehensive, which is totally different. We want it to be comprehensive, but it still promotes the growth of the crypto community as well. And I think this is what Bahrain are actually doing. Excuse me. So that's good news as well, again, for the cryptosphere as a whole. And it's just another kind of thing to say Bitcoin is not going to go away, cryptocurrency is not going to go away, blockchain is not going to go away. These stories like this, the actual countries and regions around the world are kind of actually coming out with comprehensive kind of regulation of them kind of Bitcoins. So we know it's not going to go away, and we're still the first early adopters, which is amazing. Wirex launches first ever crypto business accounts. So the project behind MakerDAO has signed up to be one of its first users. So Wirex, and I was invited, I couldn't tell you last week, but I was invited to Wirex 3.0, and Wirex are going to be unveiling kind of some changes and the way they're kind of doing business. But one of the things is they're going to be doing the business crypto accounts. And I should have been there last night, but I was at a kind of fostering program last night, on the last night, so I couldn't make it down to London last night, but I was invited to go to Wirex 3.0, and this is one of the things they were unveiling with that as well. So this is looking good for Wirex. They're doing more and more, and they've got an overhaul on the website as well. I noticed when I logged into my Wirex account, and they've overhauled the website as well. Well, no, they've not overhauled it. It just looks different when you go into the dashboard. totally different. So they've kind of done that as well. So Wirex, a crypto and fiat payments platform, has beta launched the first fully regulated crypto-friendly business account. So I'm going to be applying for a business account as well on Wirex. So Wirex announced this evening that the first load of its clients will be able to set up business accounts and try out payments in both fiat currencies as well as digital assets. Users will be able to send international transactions at OTC rates, that's over-the-counter rates, and have the option to send funds via SEPA, SWIFT or blockchain, should they so desire. SWIFT is going away. SWIFT is not going to be here in a couple of years' time, and it's going to be replaced with kind of blockchain. It's going to be replaced with the likes of kind of XRP, with Ripple's kind of Pro or something like that, something similar. And I don't think it's going to be a bank's doing. I think it is a company like Ripple that's going to be doing it. So this is good news for companies as well. And the thing is, it's regulated as well, regulated by the FCA. So I would imagine, I've not seen it yet, but I would imagine there's going to be some form of insurance there where you're kind of protected. I know they've got multi-sig wallets already in there as well. So it's fast becoming a place to store crypto as well safely because it's regulated as well. So that's good. That's good to see as well. China's new crypto ranking, Bitcoin's upgraded, Tron debuts near the top. So the Center for Information and Industry Development, CCID, under China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, releases the 10th updates of its crypto project ranking on Tuesday. So let's have a look at the ranks. Just now we'll see, that's not a very good copy of that. So EOS still number 1, obviously, with it being a Chinese. Ethereum is number 3. It's been dethroned by Tron, which kind of debuts at number 2. We should have a pop charts tune behind us as well. GX Chain, BitShares, Ontology, Nulls, Lisk, Steam, Neo, Qtum, Nano, Bitcoin is jumped up from 15 to 13. I believe Nebula. So this is the 35 there as well. Ripple is at number 20 just now. Monero, Cardano, IOTA, Stratus, Dash, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, Zcash, Hcash, Tezos, SIA, Bitcoin, Decred or Decred, Litecoin and NEM in the top 35. So we've got 3. Yeah, so Tron, that's a big one in there. Tron kind of debuts in at number 2 as well. Where is Tron on the charts actually? TRX, BTC. 6 to 8, they've kind of stabilised, they've just gone sideways at the moment. I think that was it for the news. There was only 4 big news stories I wanted to look at there, and we'll just jump back to chat. Seeing where we left off. Decentralized had a jump, Steve. Yeah, Mana had a jump, a big time jump yesterday as well. 40% I believe. The new Samsung phone only accepts several cryptos. The few it does accept have pumped. Yeah. So I think BAT pumped because they thought the Brave browser was going to be the main browser. So BAT obviously pumped as well. We had Engine Coin pumping hugely, big time as well. So there's a few of them on the back of Icon as well, I think was pumped as well. A few of them pumped because of the phones. So this is a good sign as well. The marrying of crypto world with the kind of normal business world that we have. So obviously Galaxy, Samsung kind of Galaxy coming out with that normal business world, stocks and shares, and it's marrying up with the crypto world as well. So this is good. This is good news, and this is going to be, I think, what is going to happen in the future. That's going to bring the crypto prices up as well, where you're going to get these marrying of the two worlds, and there's going to be a crossover of the two worlds as well. PundyX crossed over 750 on 4 hour. Mitch Dieter, yeah, I seen that gone up to 19 Satoshi for PundyX. Gordy Boy Scotland, I'm not a lover of XRP, think it's a security, and with all the news it's had over the past 2 years, it should be the price of Bitcoin. It should be, but because people are so wary of it being a security, and the SEC maybe going to brand it as a security, as soon as it comes out definitively one way or the other, then people can make a decision whether to be in or out. It's either kind of you're in it or out of it and just leave it there. I think when it comes out, the news comes out that it's not a security, then it's just going to skyrocket. But I think it's going to skyrocket. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Nick Smith, Steve, how do I contact you away from the channel? If you write to crypto@yourdigitalformula.com, there's a business address down below this, Nick. So just go to crypto@yourdigitalformula.com. You can contact me there, or I'm on Facebook because I've got business on Facebook as well. So if you're on Facebook, just type in my name, Stephen Aitchison, you'll find all my pages as well, but you'll find my private account as well, my private profile on Facebook. Apparently some Coinomi wallets have been compromised as seed is spread to Google's remote spell checker. Maybe an idea to move funds from Coinomi. Good call, Christopher A. Thank you very much for kind of shouting that out. It's good that we kind of let everybody inform each other of this as well. Melbourne Skidmore can see XRP once the security issues are sorted, being used internally by banks, etc. But they won't adopt it to mass use as the current SWIFT system makes more money for the banks. The banks are going to have to change. The banks are very archaic in the way they work, so they're going to have to change at some point. And it's only going to take one bank just to say this is how much we've saved in a year or over the last 6 months or something, and then the banks are going to follow. It's going to be a domino effect. It's going to happen. SWIFT is not going to be here much longer. It is going to change, and it's going to be quite quick when it does happen as well. Greg Samuel, good morning to you. Better late than never. It is indeed. It is indeed. Funny how all the good news about rock solid projects is dampened in this bear market. I know. That's Gary Parmenta. Talking about XRP, there's other kind of things going on as well. But yeah, talking about XRP, definitely. Ripple violates Coinbase's listing rules. Did you see that story 8 hours ago, Barbara Taylor? I seen that yesterday about this. But you're talking about the security rules. I think it's got kind of 3 rules there, and one of them is a security. So either Coinbase knows something, or Coinbase are ignoring the fact that it could be a security and it could violate that kind of rule as well. If that's what you're talking about, Barbara, I'm presuming it is. UAE, United Arab Emirates, wants to be the first nation to eliminate fiat currency by 2022. It's going to come as well. I don't know if fiat will be totally eliminated, because I kind of first said it's going to be eliminated within the next 10 years. And it could well be. When I first started thinking about this, and I thought this is just going to overtake fiat because it's so much more fairer and so much more transparent as well. So it'd be good if they'd done that. It would just be good to see how that works. Did you get to look at the Tron news yesterday? Tron Russia didn't. Gino, I think banks will die. We have to have regulated exchange corporations as banks in the future. Yeah, there's a lot of things going to be changing. A lot of things going to be changing. What is this new ABBC coin? Alibaba coin? I don't know is the honest answer, because we looked at that the other day, didn't we? So just have another quick look again. So I had a look at this the other day. It's not Alibaba. So foundation. So team, just go to team. Founder, so it's not, because I had to, when I seen it kind of going up and I seen it kind of jumping up a couple of times, I had to look at the kind of website and I thought, I'm not quite sure kind of what it's all about. I've not had a look at the white paper or anything yet, but it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right, so I didn't look into it further. I didn't look at the white paper or anything, but I guess you should kind of look at the white paper before making a decision. Julian is saying good morning. So good morning to you, Lord Tanji. Good morning to you. It's about payment security. That's ABBC. Alizar, Imran Chowdhury, what they call that self-checkout coin Gecko. Ukraine completes national digital currency pilot. Excellent. Chris Cash, morning Steve. I sold yesterday my complete stack of mana at 1374. Just went in at 1185. Great project, sitting in for 7 months now. Brilliant. Brilliant. So you've made a profit, so you've had to wait 7 months for a profit, but a profit's a profit. That's brilliant. Doesn't matter how long you wait. Loyal Tanji, thank you very much for the $5 donation. Really appreciate that. I got in on Engine early. Just wish I could have put more in at the time. At least you made a profit. So that's really good. I doubled my money on Engine yesterday. Alizar is saying excellent. That's a good one as well. What else we're going to look at? We've not had a look at the charts yet. We've not had a look at the main charts. So have a look at the charts and BTC. So still got Bitcoin hovering around 3,800 level after that big drop from 4,200-ish to 3,800. So still within that just now. We're looking at, we'll go to the daily. Oh, that was a big line. We'll just take that off. That was just kind of showing you something. They were still in a bull trend overall. So it's looking okay. It's kind of quieting down since it dropped. I've got a bear flag there. So we need to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin. What else is doing good on, we'll look on Binance. So we've got RDN going up 25%. We've got Theta going back up 24%. Mana is up 21%. APPC, Wabi, CVC, AST, AION, KMD, Store J, ARC, Luna is up. Gifto is up. Elf, Ren is up as well. Not by much. NPX. Yes, we'll have a look at that and just kind of come up the big one. So that's on 1819. Which is good to see. Ren recommended around about 454, and that was coming up as bottom. So we can see here that's just coming up as kind of bottom there around about 415. Started to come up and it was at its all-time low, and we have a resistance there of around about 600-ish, or say about 590, 600. So I think Ren could do well. Actually as well. It's not some big manic jumpers. Mana, so that was up kind of big time up to 1481. It came right back down again, so it might get a bounce. So a good time to buy back into Mana would be around about the 1050 level. If you can get back in at 1050 level, 1050 to maybe 1100 level, that'd be a good buy back in for another bounce up from that. The biggest loser, Engine, obviously that's had a big bounce up. So this might bounce back. So this is on a daily. Yeah, so I'd be looking at 1200, 1300. If it was going to come right down, I'd be looking at that area to buy. I wouldn't be still buying in at these areas just now. The 2100. But you never know, it could double from here again. So it could bounce back. Get it on the hourly. Now if you look on the hourly, it could bounce from the 50 EMA. Are you mining anything, Steve? No, I'm not mining anything at all. I don't do mining at all. Apart from ETN, I was mining it on a mobile phone, but I just don't do it. It kept on kind of crashing, so I just left it. It was wasn't that much at all. But no, I'm not mining at all. Have you thought about mining Beam? Apparently that's pretty lucrative. Yeah, I've been speaking to somebody about Beam as well, and looked into Beam as well, but I've not done anything with it just now. There's just loads of stuff going on. Kind of just now in my life, personal life and kind of business life as well. Just loads and loads. Kind of writing a book just now as well. Fiction and a kind of personal development kind of business book as well. Doing that, moving house, doing the fostering, other stuff that I'm not going to talk about, plus the business, plus crypto business, Facebook business, personal development business. It's just a shitload going on just now. And so I'm not kind of looking to get into anything new that I have to learn. There's a learning curve with it. So I love crypto, so I don't need to learn anything with that apart from news stories, but things like mining and stuff like that, I've not kind of looked at. Bernard Ronald is in as well. Good morning to you. Ivan on Tech talking about the inevitability of the bull market in his latest vid. Seen that, well, I've seen the kind of headline for it, but I've not seen it yet, and I do like Ivan on Tech as well. I think he's really good. Novoro, a startup tokenizing traditional financial instruments, has raised 20 million from investors led by the London Stock Exchange. I've seen that news story as well, Imran. Thank you very much for that. New survey, women are more bullish and better at Bitcoin trading and predictions than men. Excellent. Never seen that news story. Okay, what other thing was I going to share with you today? I've kind of shared that. Done that. We're just looking at the markets, weren't we? And these were just the ones that were going up already. Nope, I think that's it for today. I think we'll leave it there for today. Gino Dow got the Electronium app mining in the background of my mobile. Got a way to get free Electronium. Yeah, it is a way to get free Electronium, but it just keeps on crashing. Well, it's nothing to do with the app. I think it's just my connection and stuff like that. So I'm not saying the app is rubbish or anything. It's just my connections. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing, and I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.